Welcome to the video, guys. We're back onto the former royal and his lefty mouthpiece wife, who have been called out by someone they actually supported and likely considered them as friends. Now, the reason he has called them out is obviously for what they've been saying about the Commonwealth and the constant non-stop virtue signalling, which, let me tell you, goes against everything soldiers are ever going to support because they don't agree with this sort of nonsense for the most part, in my experience. Well, his royal wokeness, the Prince of Soy, was branded a complete idiot by a veteran, like I said, who had actually supported him, as is reported here in the Express. Now, before we get into that, remember the daily live stream has moved over to Twitch, so if you want to come and join me over there to chat in real time, the link will be down in the video description as always, along with the channel's other social media links, so you can support the channel on places like BitChute and Parler, because you never know when your time is up on YouTube. But back to his royal wokeness, the Prince of Soy, and of course his radical left-wing gobshite misses. It headlines, Prince Harry branded a complete idiot in blistering attack by army veteran he supported. Former Colour Sergeant Trevor Colt's campaign to support veterans' mental health was backed by the Duke of Sussex, but the veteran has since criticised Prince Harry's remarks about the Commonwealth's uncomfortable history during a virtual discussion he and his wife Meghan Markle joined last week. Mr. Colt, who previously gained Harry's support for his post-traumatic stress disorder campaign, launched a fierce attack on the royal. He told the Mirror he turned into a complete idiot. His comments are disgusting, and I for one am pleased he has left the UK, as am I. A lot of soldiers in the British Army are from the Commonwealth too. They fought alongside Harry, and he should remember that. Having a dig at the royal family, his own family. The former Royal Irish Regiment Sergeant added, he says he wants to be left alone to do his own thing, but he's constantly doing Zoom calls. He can't have it both ways, so he's now classed as what I think is an attention seeker. Which he actually is, as we all know. Didn't he go over to America and start trying to tout his missus in roles for future films, if memory serves? Every time he speaks these days, he loses support massively, which obviously he has. I used to actually like Prince Harry back in the day because he wasn't like the rest of the royals. He would have a laugh and do stuff that normal people would actually do for the shit and giggle of it. Every time he speaks and insults the Queen, the royal family, or has a go at the Commonwealth, all that support from all the years is slowly vanishing. It's sad because he did good work. During the discussion, Harry said, when you look across the Commonwealth, there is no way that we can move forward unless we acknowledge the past. So many people have done such an incredible job of acknowledging the past and trying to right those wrongs, but I think we all acknowledge there is so much more still to do. No, there really is not. It's not going to be easy, and in some cases it's not going to be comfortable, but it needs to be done because guess what? Everybody benefits. Prince Harry has previously shown his support for the armed forces in numerous occasions, including setting up the Invictus Games for disabled veterans, which he is obviously shitting on with every word that he comes out with, spurred on by his lefty spunk trumpet misses, as I've already said. And they've actually repeated something there that they said up above. We're not going to bother reading that again. Mr. Cool also criticised how the Prince of Soy, who is a patron of the Rugby Football Union, welcomed the RFU's review of the singing of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot at rugby events. The song was written in 1860s by Wallace Wallace, a slave until he was set free following the American Civil War. So they're going to remove a song sold by a slave so they can stop offending people who were never slaves, obviously. What a complete and utter joke this world is actually becoming, and the RFU really are. The song has long been a part of the culture of rugby and is sung by many who have no awareness of its origins or sensitivities. We are reviewing its historical context and our role in educating fans. You don't have a role in educating fans, you have a role in providing rugby for them. That is it. You are there to entertain the fans and facilitate that. You are not there to educate them on shit. You are not a school, you are not a university, no matter how close to a lefty brainwashing organisation you might well be now at the end of the day. A spokesman for the Sussexes said the Duke is supportive of the RFU's comments and he will follow their lead on the matter. Of course he will, because he's a cuck. I think it's rather telling that people he've supported are now coming out against him, because obviously the general public is certainly going against him now when they never were before. Like I've said many times, Prince Harry was actually liked by the people of this country a lot more than most royals were, probably with the exception of the Queen. But this army veteran coming out and calling him a complete idiot does really make me smile, and is a good thing to see. Hopefully, if enough people that he has known and spoke to in his life come out and tell him that he's being a complete idiot, he might try and change his ways, though it obviously has to be said that his missus is likely pushing these lefty woke ideas into his head and forcing him to do it, which, as you all know, means she is wearing the trousers in this relationship, once again proving that he is his royal wokeness, the Prince of Soy, and forever will be at this rate. I would say he's an embarrassment to the Queen and the royal family, but we got Prince Andrew at the moment, so his royal soyness has got away with that one, I think you would all agree.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors, slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires, and that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.